Hey guys, Logistics Line here, and today for Fuel Friday, I'm going to be talking about how to effectively advertise your capacity as a broker. Rule number one, communicate with your carriers on a daily basis, regardless if they're running freight for you or not. If you have freight for them, good. But if you don't, you should be working to put freight on the board for them. Well, how do you do that? There's an easy way and there's a hard way. Well, I unfortunately had to go the harder route. I would talk to my carriers, understand their lanes, document that. I would put it on a sticky note. And at Edge, we call it the black market freight. That means if we don't have freight on the board and you have carriers to run freight, then you're advertising your capacity to the guys who make the decisions, the guys who are bidding on the freight. I believed in no carrier left behind. If I don't have freight for you, my job is to get freight for you. Thankfully at Edge, our carriers or brokers no longer have to go through that process of communicating and talking daily to understand where the trucks might be or when the truck will be there, because Edge capacity is here. When we developed Edge capacity, that allowed us to store the information one time, and it also gives visibility to the guys who are making the decisions on the freight, right? The guys who are bidding on the freight. So if we have recurring tractors who are set up XYZ, this date, that date, the bidders are able to see that. But if you don't have the luxury of a carrier management board like Edge Capacity, there's still a way. Just do what I've done. Call your carriers on a daily, understand their availability, create a sticky note, take it to the guys who are making the decisions on bidding, present those lanes to them on a daily basis. Remember that, on a daily basis, because those guys are busy, they forget. Do your part. There will also be opportunities for you guys to receive personal projects. There's times that I've had that I've advertised my capacity, and I would get maybe 2 or 3 projects out of a year, and no other broker around me would know that I was doing these projects, but they'll see my numbers at the end of the day, like, where are you getting all this freight from? And then they will look at my board and see that, oh, that's not dedicated. I've never seen that on the board. It's because of I was advertising my capacity, and I gotten opportunities to do different projects for these different customers. No one else knew it. That's because I was doing something else that no one else was, advertising my capacity. But that's all I have for you guys this week. Remember, stay strong and be safe.